Lakeside Dental Clinic, Go Island, is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
This is Cabela's first store in British Columbia, the 7th only in Canada. Well, it looks like a construction zone right now because it is here at Dickinson Crossing in Nanaimo, but today we're getting a sneak peek inside. Finding her happy place in Nanaimo, behind the wheel in a car before his time, a 77 Pontiac Firebird, and living languages at the Royal BC Museum. Once inside, you will no doubt notice this very realistic mountainside. Most of the animals featured on the mountain are also included in an interactive educational display here, and you can pick the animal and you can hear the sound. This is a black bear, and it gives you more information about black bears, and then you can see them here, as I mentioned, in this display. For some people, an environment like this is their happy place. I met a woman recently named Kelly Compo, and her happy place is her car. So we know in our imagination that we found some fish and we're ready to cast our fly, and Donnie here is going to tell me what I need to do. First of all, what is this vessel?
Well, this is a pontoon boat. So basically with a pontoon boat, a lot of guys, they like to fish in areas that are hard to reach, right? So basically what you're doing is you're getting into areas where you can carry this boat on your back or on a small vehicle or something, and you get into a lake that's like off the beaten path, right? Okay. Which is nice. Also works in ones that are close to town, but it's something small and easy to transport.
That you can do on your own.
Exactly.
A solo.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically what you're going to do, have a seat in.
Okay, pretend I'm in the water.
So now you got a couple of different options with this one. Okay, so basically what you do with this is you can either paddle it, like if you're in a river, you can paddle and control yourself, or if you're in a lake and you want to, you can put some flippers on, like you would be diving and stuff, diving flippers, and you can propel yourself that way.
I like the flipper idea.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think that's pretty cool. Okay, now what is this? Should we put this on? Because I am going to catch some fish here today, and we're actually going to cast just down the aisle here at Cabela's outside the fly shop.
So basically what this is,
there, and this goes on
this is basically your landing net. Okay. Like you can use a standard net if you want to, but basically what happens with this now is the fish will come up into this area here. You take the fish out of the water gently and you put them up in this. Now it's fish friendly. It doesn't hurt their scales or anything like that. So if you want to release the fish, then you basically measure, take your little forceps that you would have, you take the hook out of their mouth, and then of course, using proper procedure, you put it in the water for a second or two, let it get its breath back, and then release.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, if you want to keep a fish or two, that's great, but like I said, I'm a firm believer in catch and release. Keep what you're going to keep for the table and let the rest go back. Okay. Okay?
And you'll take this time with anybody who wants to come into the store and just
I'm here.
Test things out. Okay, so here's my rod.
Yep, your rod.
Okay, so Todd's behind the camera and he's like, I gotta see this.
Duck.
Okay, I pretty much zero experience.
Okay, first thing you want to do when you got a rod like this is you want to make sure that your line's not tangled around the end.
Which it is right now.
Which it is right now. So basically unroll, and I got a little rubber thing on here because we got really nice areas and we don't want to break nothing.
Yeah, I would probably break something. Okay.
So would I, don't feel bad. Anyway, so now this is what we call a closed face reel. Now this is a beginner's reel.
This part,
okay?
Right.
So this is a really nice one. It's got really good action. There's a nice bearing system in it, and it's got a very nice like gear system, so it's smooth retrieve. If you're going to learn from the beginning, this is the way to go because it's so easy to use, right? Okay. When you get into the other ones, they get a little bit more complicated, but not bad. So all you do with this one here is you push the button down, okay?
Okay.
Bring it back over your head just a bit.
And we're aiming for that bucket.
We're aiming for that bucket.
There's fish in there.
There's fish in there.
In our, in our imagination.
Well, hopefully
okay, so
there's fish in there.
And then you said when I get it to about here, let go of the button, right?
So now remember, before you let go, you want to judge your distance. So it depends on how hard you go for how far you go. You can cast it hard and go way down there and probably hit somebody in hunting if you want to, which, you know, we don't want to do because they get upset when I do that to them.
Okay.
Anyway,
or you guys can have a lot of fun here.
Oh, we can for sure. We do.
All right.
And go for it. Let's
Ready?
get the bucket.
One,
First time.
2, 3.
Oh, look at you go.
Right in there. Okay. All right, we're going to do some more exploring here at the new Cabela store in Nanaimo. We'll be back after a short break. Still to come today, the real star of Smokey and the Bandit, a look inside BC's tech industry, and First Nations language at the Royal BC Museum.
I'm Amy Greenaway, Program Coordinator at the Nanaimo Museum. Did you know that Departure Bay used to have a jail? It was built in the 1880s and was located at the intersection of Departure Bay and Hammond Bay roads.
This is pretty sweet. A camping chair that is actually a rocking recliner. I could get used to this. What? This is a Rusty, and he's going to teach me how to do a couple quick duck calls.
Okay. The lonely hen.
That's what I'm going to be pretty soon. That's definitely a lonely hen. Okay.
The feeding call, you say, you will go ticket. Ticket, ticket, ticket.
Okay, one more. There's one more.
One more, the highball.
Highball. I might be able to get that one. This is so fun. Okay, this is too much fun. Don't let my kids get a hold of this. There'd never be any peace in the house, I swear. We're going to throw things over now to Rayanne LaPlante. You know the movie Smokey and the Bandit? Well, there was one star in that movie that wasn't human. Well, you don't want to run into one of these guys in a 77 Firebird. Nathan Borowski is with Cabela. He's a communications specialist here. And one of the questions that everybody's asking when I tell them that we're here today is why Nanaimo?
Well, definitely one of the first things we look at when we choose a new location for Cabela's store is our online and our catalog sales, because we can then look to see where we have a high volume of established customers already. So we definitely knew that we had a lot of customers shopping with us online and through our catalog already in British Columbia. So then it was just pinpointing a location where there was a high volume of customers and that would be easily accessible to our customers. And Nanaimo we thought was definitely a location where we have a high volume of customers, where there's definitely a lot of outdoor opportunity as well. You know, this is a great place for the outdoors, and we believe it's going to be a great place for Cabela's.
Do you think the lifestyle, hunting, fishing, some serious outdoor living is growing for people, or is it simply addressing sort of a niche that was already there?
Well, it was already a lifestyle here that's very popular here, so we definitely noticed that, but it's also growing as well, and entire families are getting more involved. Children are getting more involved. We've noticed our female customers is expanding pretty rapidly, so definitely it's a need that's been there and that's definitely growing.
Okay, now one of the things about Cabela's I've learned, because we've been given a little bit of fudge here, is that you have a homemade fudge shop in the store.
Yes,
Why?
ma'am.
What's the connection there?
It started a long time ago. We just decided to offer fudge in one of our stores and it became a customer favorite. So it's grown and grown, and we're getting more creative with our flavors, and we try to create a unique flavor for every store. So it's definitely something that we've noticed our customers are enjoying.
And what's the flavor in Nanaimo? Does it have anything to do with Nanaimo bars?
I'm not sure what they've created yet. I know our fudgeologist actually supposed to visit the store and help make the flavor. So I'm excited to see what it'll be, and hopefully our customers will come out and enjoy it.
Excellent. A fudgeologist. I was going to say a fudgeologist. Again, maybe I've picked the wrong career. We're going to throw things over now to Dunya Tozy for a look at one of our province's biggest economic drivers in another installment of Go Higher. Oh, I closed it. Okay.
So you want to turn your arrow so you have your flat fletching to your
Flat
string.
fletching,
You don't want anything to get caught when you fire.
And I put it on the inside this way, right?
Yep.
And I
And
put
then
this.
your knock right underneath the little white, not what they call a knock set.
A knock set.
Yep.
You're speaking a foreign language to me, you know, Karen.
Yeah, some of it's foreign to me too, and I've been shooting for years, but you know.
Karen's established that I'm right eye dominant. I'm going to shoot with my left, holding it in my left arm. Karen is an archery outfitter here at Cabela's. Where do I put my index finger? What do I do with my finger?
You want to just drop that underneath.
Oh.
You don't want to grip too tight. Basically, you're kind of resting it. You're kind of resting a little bit. You only want to hold it tight enough to stop it from bouncing.
Okay, now I pull it back.
You pull it back to the corner of your mouth.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, like this.
to right to the corner so that your pointer finger is right to the corner of your mouth.
Okay, how does that look?
A little bit back farther if you can pull. And
I'm gonna let it go.
let her go. Nice.
Hey!
Very nice.
This could be a lot of fun. You make it so easy.
And of course, that was the target you were going for.
That was absolutely the target we were going for. Number one rule in archery, whatever you hit is what you were aiming for,
That's
right?
right.
Within safety reasons and measures, of course.
Did you want to do another one?
So much. We'll do another one after we drop by to Victoria. There's an exhibit running at the Royal BC Museum there about the importance and the range of Native culture in our province. Here's Raji. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. I can always eat this fudge a little bit later. There's a grand opening of Cabela in Nanaimo on September the 11th, and the entire weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, they're going to have tons of activities for kids. We've barely shown you all of the things that you can get your hands on and get interactive with here in the new store in Nanaimo. It's where the old Canadian Tire was. So that's it. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I have some fudge to eat. Looks really good. I'm not going to actually eat it. Okay.
You just did. So you weren't going to.
Oh.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Center, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kait's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.